Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the blockchain market in the Middle East and Africa.
Yeah.
This is a really interesting topic that we've been researching, and I think it's a really exciting space to watch.
Absolutely.
We have a report here from Report Ocean, and they're projecting a compound annual growth rate of 67.2%.
That's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why is that? Why is this market booming so much?
Well, I think it's a really fascinating combination of this cutting-edge tech meeting some very traditional challenges that this region faces. You see the Middle East and Africa have hurdles like high remittance fees, large unbanked populations, and trade barriers that just stifle any kind of cross-border business.
So blockchain's coming in to kind of...
Exactly. Blockchain's decentralized and transparent nature offers solutions that are very attractive to businesses and governments in these regions. I mean, imagine secure transactions. Imagine open access to financial services and just a system that's designed to move seamlessly across borders.
Yeah, and it sounds like governments are really getting on board.
Absolutely. The UAE, for example, has launched the Emirates Blockchain Strategy 2021.
Okay.
Dubai is heavily invested in blockchain policies.
Yeah. So they're putting their money where their mouth is.
It's not just talk.
Yeah.
There's real action.
Yeah. What about individuals, though? What's the impact on...
That's where it gets exciting.
Okay.
Because think about cryptocurrency and DeFi platforms, especially for those who have been excluded from traditional banking. This is tech that can bring millions of people into the financial system.
Now, when you say DeFi, that stands for decentralized finance, correct?
Correct.
For people who might not know.
Yeah, think of it like what that is.
A parallel financial system built on blockchain technology. It allows peer-to-peer transactions, lending, and borrowing without those intermediaries like banks.
So they can essentially bypass the banks in a way.
Exactly.
Okay.
It opens up a world of possibilities for those who have traditionally been underserved by the financial system.
Wow. So are we seeing that play out? Are we seeing real world examples of this happening?
Cryptocurrency adoption is rising in countries like Turkey, Morocco, and Iran, often as a way to hedge against really volatile currencies or make affordable international transfers.
So it's not just the early adopters and the tech folks.
It's mainstream. I mean, the UAE, for example, is exploring the implementation of central bank digital currencies or CBDCs. This suggests that digital forms of national currencies are going to become mainstream. Now, for our listeners who might not know what a CBDC is, that's essentially a digital version of a country's currency.
That's correct.
Backed by their central bank.
Fiat currency backed by the central bank.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the UAE and other countries exploring this, it really seems like this is going to become mainstream.
Definitely signals a shift.
Yeah, and with that kind of government support, I imagine businesses are taking notice as well.
Yeah, major players like IBM, Microsoft, and Oracle are establishing a presence in the region, forming partnerships, investing capital.
Wow.
And it's not just limited to finance.
So where else are we seeing blockchain being utilized?
We're seeing really cool use cases emerging beyond finance.
Okay.
Maersk, the global shipping giant, is leveraging blockchain to optimize their logistics operations.
Wow.
Dubai is exploring blockchain for managing property records and digital identities. It's clear that blockchain can reshape entire industries.
And the UAE, especially Dubai, seems to be leading this charge.
Yeah.
What's driving their success?
I think Dubai's proactive government support and these strategic initiatives play a crucial role.
Okay.
For instance, the Dubai blockchain policy aims to integrate blockchain into government transactions for greater transparency and efficiency.
And they're not stopping there, are they?
No. They've established the Dubai Future Council for Blockchain.
Wow.
Which is a think tank dedicated to research and long-term blockchain strategy.
So they're really in it for the long haul.
Long-term commitment.
Yeah. And then there's the Dubai Metaverse strategy. Which leverages blockchain to create a virtual economy within the metaverse.
Yeah, they're really
So they're on the cutting edge.
Pushing boundaries.
They're not just keeping up, they're creating the trends.
Exactly.
Wow. But it's not just Dubai. Other countries like Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya are also making their mark.
Absolutely.
In the blockchain space.
Each with their own unique approaches.
Yeah. And the Central African Republic made a pretty bold move in 2022.
Yeah.
Recognizing Bitcoin as legal tender.
That was a big one.
Yeah, that really highlights how fast this is all happening.
It's amazing how quickly things are changing.
Yeah, so it's clear that the Middle East and Africa are
Absolutely.
Teeming with opportunities in this space.
A lot of potential.
But where specifically are we seeing the biggest impact?
Well, we're seeing opportunities across sectors that demand high transparency and efficiency.
Okay.
Think about banking and finance, digital identity verification, real-time cross-border transactions, and the continued rise of those DeFi applications.
Okay, and it's not just finance. Blockchain is revolutionizing supply chains.
Yes.
Logistics, particularly in industries like agriculture, where transparency and traceability are so important.
Where origin matters.
Yeah. Then there's healthcare, where blockchain can really address data security concerns, especially in regions with fragmented systems.
Sensitive medical records.
Yeah. Imagine a world where sensitive medical records are securely stored.
Securely stored and shared.
And shared using blockchain.
That's the future.
And let's not forget about the energy sector. Decentralized energy trading, managing renewable energy distribution.
Absolutely.
And even tokenized carbon credits.
Yeah, for greater transparency and sustainability efforts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
All of very fascinating stuff.
It's an exciting time to be witnessing this transformation.
Absolutely. But with all this excitement, it's important to acknowledge that there are challenges as well.
It's not all smooth sailing.
So what are some of the key obstacles that we need to be thinking about?
Well, one of the biggest challenges, I think, is the geopolitical landscape. And, political instability and unclear regulations in some parts of the Middle East and Africa can make investors hesitant.
Right.
When geopolitical tensions rise, it often overshadows investment in new technologies.
That makes sense. It's hard to build on shaky ground, so to speak. So what can be done to kind of address this?
Well, I think governments have a really critical role to play here.
Okay.
They need to create clear and consistent regulatory frameworks that foster innovation while addressing some of the legitimate concerns about security and financial stability.
So finding that balance.
Finding that balance is essential to attract investment and create a thriving blockchain ecosystem.
It seems like in a lot of cases, regulation kind of lags behind.
It often does,
Innovation.
Yeah.
But in this case, it seems like being proactive could really make a difference.
Absolutely. And it's not just about creating the regulations.
Yeah.
It's also about enforcing them consistently and fairly.
Right.
That's how you build trust.
Yeah, trust is key, especially when dealing with something that's so new and potentially disruptive. What are some of the other challenges?
Well, another significant hurdle is the lack of technical expertise.
Okay.
The demand for blockchain developers, engineers, analysts is skyrocketing.
Yeah.
But there just aren't enough skilled professionals.
Right. It's like having all the tools, but no one who knows how to use them.
Exactly. So, yeah. How do you bridge that skills gap?
Yeah. How do we bridge that gap?
It's going to require a multi-pronged approach.
Okay.
Governments need to invest in education and training programs to develop local talent.
Okay.
Universities need to offer specialized courses in blockchain technology.
Right.
Businesses need to be willing to invest in training their existing employees.
So it's a collective effort.
It really is.
It's a shared responsibility to invest in that education and upskilling.
And it's not just about technical skills.
Yeah.
It's about developing a deeper understanding of blockchain's potential to solve real-world problems.
So beyond the technical know-how, it's about fostering that culture of innovation and understanding the why.
The why.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that brings us to another challenge, which is the high initial investment costs associated with implementing these solutions.
Yeah.
This can be a major obstacle for smaller companies and governments with limited budgets.
So how do we make it more accessible to those who might not have the resources?
Well, one approach is to explore open source solutions and shared platforms. This can help reduce development costs.
Yeah.
and make it easier for smaller players to participate.
It's kind of like a community garden, sharing resources, learning from each other.
I love that analogy.
And creating something that benefits everyone.
Yeah, that collaborative approach is essential if we want to see widespread adoption.
Okay, so we've talked about the geopolitical challenges, the lack of technical expertise, and the high investment costs. Are there any other hurdles?
Well, technical challenges that need to be addressed, like scalability and interoperability.
Now, can you break those down for our listeners?
So scalability refers to the ability of a blockchain network to handle a large volume of transactions.
Right.
As more people and businesses start using blockchain, the network needs to be able to keep up without slowing down or becoming too expensive to use.
Right.
Think of it like a highway during rush hour.
Okay.
If there are too many cars, everything grinds to a halt.
Right.
You need more lanes or alternative routes
to
keep the traffic flowing smoothly.
So the challenge is building those blockchain networks
that
can handle it as adoption grows.
That's right. And then there's interoperability, which refers to the ability of different blockchain platforms to communicate and work together seamlessly. Right now, many blockchain networks are like isolated islands. They can't easily exchange data or assets, which limits their potential.
Right.
Imagine if you're trying to have a phone conversation with someone who speaks a different language.
Right.
You need a translator to bridge the gap.
Right.
So we need standards and protocols that allow different blockchain networks to talk to each other.
So it's about breaking down those silos and creating a more unified ecosystem.
It's a complex challenge, but it's crucial if we want to unlock the full potential.
And it sounds like that's a challenge that requires collaboration.
It does.
Not just within the Middle East and Africa, but on a global scale.
Global scale. Solving these technical hurdles requires cooperation and knowledge sharing between developers, researchers, and industry leaders worldwide. It's about creating a more interconnected and collaborative ecosystem where innovation can flourish.
So despite these challenges, the future of blockchain in the Middle East and Africa seems incredibly promising.
It is.
What trends and developments do you see on the horizon?
I think we'll see governments across the region stepping up to provide clearer regulations, especially around cryptocurrencies and DeFi.
Right.
This will bring much-needed stability and encourage more investment.
So regulation that fosters innovation rather than stifling it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we'll see a lot more collaboration between the Middle East and Africa and establish global blockchain hubs like Europe and Asia.
Right.
This exchange of ideas and expertise will accelerate innovation and create a more interconnected blockchain ecosystem.
It's really fascinating to see how this region is not just adopting blockchain, but also
They're shaping it.
Contributing to its evolution on a global scale.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a testament to their innovative spirit and their commitment to leveraging technology to address these unique challenges.
And what about the impact on individuals? How do you see blockchain changing the lives of everyday people in the region?
Well, as financial literacy improves and regulations become more favorable, I think we'll see cryptocurrencies and CBDCs becoming more widely accepted and used in everyday transactions.
Yeah.
Imagine a future where a small business owner in Kenya can easily access financing through a DeFi platform.
Wow.
Or a farmer in Morocco can track their produce from farm to table using a blockchain-powered supply chain.
Yeah.
The possibilities are really endless.
It's about empowering those individuals
and
creating opportunities and driving economic growth.
Exactly. And let's not forget the potential for blockchain to improve governance and transparency. Imagine a world where government services are more streamlined and efficient, where corruption is minimized, and where citizens have a greater say in how their societies are run. Blockchain has the power to make that vision a reality.
It sounds like a future where technology is really being used.
It is.
To build a more equitable and prosperous society.
That's the ultimate goal. To leverage technology to create a better world.
So we've covered the challenges, the opportunities, and the potential for blockchain to really transform the Middle East and Africa. But before we wrap up, I want to bring it back to our listener.
Yeah.
We've explored a lot of information, but
sure,
what does it all mean for them? Why should they care about this blockchain revolution that's happening?
Well, I think it's important to remember that this isn't just a regional phenomenon.
Right.
What's happening in the Middle East and Africa with blockchain has global implications. It's really pushing the boundaries of what's possible and influencing the evolution of the entire blockchain ecosystem.
And it challenges us to think differently about financial systems, governance, and even how we interact with technology.
It really does.
So for anyone who's interested in the future of technology or finance or even social impact, this is a story they need to be following.
It's a story of innovation, adaptation, and this determination to solve real-world problems.
Yeah.
A story that has the power to reshape the global landscape.
So we've talked about the incredible growth potential, the unique challenges, and these really exciting opportunities that blockchain presents in the Middle East and Africa.
Absolutely.
But we've only just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
As this technology continues to evolve and mature, the possibilities are truly limitless.
That's what makes this space so captivating.
Yeah.
It's constantly evolving, a continuous journey of discovery and innovation.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with a final thought, something to ponder as you continue to explore this world of blockchain.
Yeah.
Given the rapid pace of development and all these unique factors at play in the Middle East and Africa, how do you think the relationship between traditional financial systems and these decentralized blockchain solutions will evolve over the next decade?
That's the million-dollar question.
Will they clash? Will they merge?
Yeah.
Or will something entirely new emerge?
It's a question without a simple answer, but it's one that we should all be considering. The future of finance is being shaped right now, and the Middle East and Africa are playing a pivotal role.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we hope this deep dive has given you a glimpse into this dynamic landscape and sparked your curiosity to learn more. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back soon with another deep dive into a topic that's shaping our world